Okay, what's up, guys? So, welcome to another Moss and Hip Hop video. Now, in today's video, I wanted to speak more on the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation. I know a lot of people are getting on Megan and calling her a snitch, and overall, like, mad at her over that. And people have came to her defense and been like, I seen one. I can't remember who said it, but they was all like, she ain't a street dude, so it's okay for her to snitch. But I'm like, regardless of who it is, like, if you honestly are traumatized over a situation, you very well have the rights to snitch. Like, that's why I just never really understood when people was getting on 6ix9ine for when he snitched. I'm like, yo, it was a traumatizing situation. If that's something that you don't deal with on the regular, everybody is different. Nobody is the same. So him to speak on his case and things. This guy, the people that he thought was cool with them, was pretty much using him. The head leader, I think, of the gang slept with his baby moms at the time while they were dating, and then on top of that, tried to rob him, and then was like plotting on killing him and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's nah. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. So I know people be all like, oh, you gotta stick to the street code and not snitch. You don't put me in some life situation like that, and I did nothing. I've been nothing but good to you guys. Oh no, it's like I definitely will snitch. Street dude, no street dude, I'm gonna snitch regardless. And I'm like, I'm not going to just let these guys just run free. I'm like, no, it's like they put me through all this pain and trauma, put them through some pain and trauma, and there should be no problem with that from any street dudes. And that's I'm like, if you want to live by the street code and die by the street code, you can very well do that. But me, I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, yo, somebody put me through some traumatizing situation. You best believe I'm gonna be talking to some police and things. And if I don't get help, then either find some other way to get some help, or handle the situation on my own. But yeah, I'm like, I'm just not gonna just allow somebody to just put me through some traumatizing situation. So that's why I'm like, with the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation, he put her through a traumatizing situation. That girl had every right to snitch. If it had been roles reversed, he would have had every rights to snitch and tell people like, hey, because eventually they would have found out. Eventually they had found out, and so that's I'm like, yeah, it's and whether Megan would have wanted to take the law into her own hands and shoot Tory Lanez and end up shooting and killing him and stuff, then the situation would have been tied to her, and then she would have been spending life in or however long, maybe life in prison and things. So regardless, there is no problem with what she did. There's no problem with 6ix9ine did. There's no problem with anybody did. That's what that person wants to do. They very well have that rights to do that. So everybody all like, oh, Megan snitched or 6ix9ine's a snitch or any of that. My thing is, knowing that they were in the same situation, and it's a lot. My thing is, it's funny how like there's like a lot of civilian people, and they ain't even like street people. It's a lot of like civilian people saying, "Oh, 6ix9ine's a snitch. I never snitch. I never." Like, you would snitch. The people. There have been people that I've been friends with on social media that spoke on the 6ix9ine situation, talking about, "Oh, I never snitch. I never." You would snitch. I know you. You definitely hands down would snitch. So I'm like, yeah, if you were out here telling on me and other kids in school, you definitely gonna snitch to the cops over some stuff like that. So I'm like, if y'all ain't never been about that situation, you have no rights to speak on the situation. So I'm like, I'm not hearing it when people are getting on others for snitching. So if you want to snitch, snitch. You don't have to. If you take the law into your own hands, it's like, clean. I guess just make sure you clean your tracks and make sure you don't get in trouble. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.